Hi dudes and dudettes, the special video for 6-shooter. He asked me to do it in English, so here I am, buddy. The XB8 from X-Ray, this is the old version, and I take the old version because Kyosho just suicided himself, as I told, from X-Ray. So I take the old version because I really love the front upper suspension arms, and I take it because you now can get it in second hand for a cool price, because new out of the box X-Ray, Serpent, Mugen, Kyosho are really, they smoke something. It's awesome. Hot bodies also. You can have now buggies. You can get first price Hobao Hyper VS for 240 euros by us in France. Then you can get the VS Pro for 350 euros, the chassis I talk here just for naked chassis. And then it goes just upwards. You can have S-Works and Team SO for 550, and then goes up 650, 750, and Kyosho 850 to 900 euros. And strange, hot bodies in USA is $1,200 on the website, but in France you can get it for 650. Sometimes some stuff is way cost for in US than in France, but in the most of the case it's the opposite. So this is an old 2060 version, not the new version. And we're gonna make, I take this because I will put an unbreakable rally body on it, 2 RPMs bumper from Slash 4x4, and we make a trash rally car with it, who is really tough. That's why I love X-Ray. X-Ray make out from the box only toughness. You don't have to buy any option when you buy an X-Ray. You have carbon top plate, carbon servo holder, you have carbon top plate from the differential. You have here steel plastics chassis reinforcement, but it's way enough. On the newer version you can put just carbon fiber more left and right to make this stiffer, but in off-road you don't need this, it's okay for on-road. On the new 2080 and 90 version you have the same arms here in front that you have in the rear. That means just this little camber toy, but they are really tough. They look really not tough enough, but it's really tough. Because X-Ray use only treated parts. The aluminium is a 7075 T6, it's the hardest aluminium you find. All the metal parts are hardy, are treated metal parts 70-75 millimeter, really thick front suspension shock towers. In the front you generally not use carbon, because when you hit something you can break carbon and the aluminium is tougher this way. In the back you have the carbon plate because you have the wing, and the body will protect this, and it's really not happens many times that you hit really hard the rear shock towers. You have, like on all 1/8 kg buggy, many suspension setup possibility. You have a camber link, toy link adjustment. You have same looking LiPo tray and ESC tray like in every other truck. You have many Team SO, Losi, Hobao, Hongnor. All from them have this kind of setup here to fix the stuff because it works, so why check something others. And you see this is an old part. This is from 2016. This car make 2 seasons on carpet, and this is all stock original. Look at this, you have nowhere in the output shaft from differential, nowhere on the CVD axle. It's actually 6 CVD stock in the truck. Super beefy front arms, I really love it. And the chassis, this is why I take it. I don't like, many times you get buggy from competition issue. The chassis is completely clean it up from everything because they drive too low on the ground, and the competition truck are so hard that you feel you drive on a highway with a highway with bump. The new off-road track are no more off-road track. An off-road track for me is made on dirt and sand, and not just stuff it so hard then you feel to like on a highway with bumps. But that's the way the new competition love to drive it, because they don't want to clean too much. We here, we basher, we love to drive in real dirt, and we have no fear from cold weather, from snow, from mud and all the stuff. And now I'm gonna take a wheel off, because there is the main part from the X-Ray cars. The coolest things on X-Ray is there. The wheel hubs are awesome. They are so tough, so thick. I never see someone or heard something kill this. You also have strange things from setup for me here. You can put here the screw in the middle or in the back. So you think, oh, I only have 2 points for adjustment. No, you can turn the plate, so you will have a point more for adjustment. You have here just some different top plate to change the angle. The wheel hub will be the same, just have another top plate for increase or decrease the angle from the hub. The Ackerman plate is standard. We have multi-position mounting here for the Ackerman plate. The differential on new, when you go back in time, we have really big differential. Then for be lighter in competition, they begin to be smaller and smaller and smaller, and put smaller bearings, like S-Works put smaller bearings, put shaft in the bearing holes to put tiny little bearings. Problem is from the brands, they tell us it's for losing weight, but in fact it was just for have less conception cost, because smaller bearing are way smaller in price too for the brands. So here X-Ray not do this failure. They put real big stock bearing, 60.8.5 millimeters bearing, stock bearing everywhere. Just in the hubs you have bigger bearings, because the head from the CVD is catched here. Is something I like, because the bearing is made of steel, so it keeps the head from the CVD together, and you have less wear on the axle from the CVD. That's something cool. So, and we have here 2060 model with still a big center diff, so you have many oil in. The new Losi X, the new Timasso, you have special on the box, more oil in the differential for more cooling. But guys, what would you cool in a differential under a closed body? There comes no fresh air to this. It's a plastic housing, so the cooling from the oil is a joke. Especially in the cell here, you have really no cooling. It's not a matter of competition. You drive only 10 minutes. We drive more longer. We drive in bashing 20 minutes, a half hour. Then we swap battery and make it again and again and again and again the whole day. And then when you come at home in the evening, the bearing are still hot and the oil is totally cooked out. But we are happy. So, and that's why the new Serpent Acer X8 GT competition nitro car has outlaying differential with alloy housing, so you have a real cooling for the differential. Did you need it for 10 minutes competition? Definitely really not. This is something works in long time, so why change it? I never had an X-Ray in my hand. I only see the pictures. I always want to get one. I want to buy a new one, but the price for do what I do. I don't make any competition, I just drive around like a nuts. Send the thing to the air. So I love to take old competition car. Remember, my old shrapnel was a Gamma old buggy. I sent this thing in the air like never I sent an RC in the air before, and it survived all I had done to it. So now I take this one. I see you, no, don't send it in the air. And the other side I see all French guys say, send it to the moon. No, I don't know what I'm going to make with this car. I would say first I want to make a tough rally car with. On the other side, I get it second hand, but it's in a so good shape. Will be ashamed to kill it. Bye guys, have a nice day, 6-shooter. So you, why did I say hi Pain in the RC, hi Steve Moon and all the other English speaking guys I have on the channel, and thanks for always supporting me. Bye guys.